Okay, a couple odd things we had to do on the clipper before our trip. One, I gotta definitely wash the underneath of this thing. The awning had never been used, so it was rolled up all the time. But the factory, if you see these slits in the underbelly, I took the tape off. And what the factory did was they cut slits in there, pulled the insulation out, looked at the floor, taped it back up. There was no leaks anywhere. I hosed it up at the ceiling, the window, everything. Couldn't figure it out. So, you can see the old wood, water sat in this underbelly for quite some time. The floor, I put new wood in. This is not rotted, it's just water stained. Of course, we bought this in October. You can see some of the old insulation is a little brown. The underneath sat in water because this is closed up and it's waterproof. And it's like a big bowl. Couldn't figure out why it was so much of it. And then I got to thinking about it. One thing the factory didn't do is when we bought this, I put new speakers in. Because, first of all, they were deteriorated. The cones were rotted, and obviously if this awning had never been out, so water just hit it all the time, and if it can go through the cone, it can go down through the wall. This one, which is right above where all the water is, at the top edge, when they put the screw in, they hit and it backed the speaker away from the wall, and they just left it like that. When I put the new speakers in, I had to make sure it was sucked tight to the wall and put some clear silicone around it. So I'm guessing I did that just before I covered it for the winter. And I pulled the tape off and reached up there, and I noticed the bottom of the insulation still had a little tiny tinge of dampness to it. And I was thinking, well, it was never going to dry. It's a waterproof area it was tucked in. So anyway, I took the insulation out and quite a while ago and let this thing sit open. It has poured for the past week. No water. So, put new wood in and insulation. Now I'm getting ready to seal it back up. Once we do that, let me show you some things that are getting done. We took it camping for 2 days when we first bought it. And I bought one of these rounded bars. And now I'm installing these, which is basically a sliding shower curtain. It's a little bit of a mess in here right now. Getting ready to do all under here, all the way over to here, and a new backsplash. I'm going to stabilize these chintzy things that they put up here. I've already done this one. But if you notice, those things will vibrate like crazy going down the road. Campers are very cheaply made. I don't care how much they charge you for it, it's cheaply made. One thing we did do is we pulled all the separation walls, like that one. That one I left because the furnace is there. But underneath the sink, underneath the bathroom was the biggie. Because they had separation walls right here. You only had like 8 inches you're allowed to use. It's a great spot for toilet paper. All these pipes were blocked off by walls. You couldn't get to the back. So I took them all off. So we just had plenty of storage. Chintzy shower enclosure. But this is where the shower walls are going to go. Put on the new shower head. I guess I'll fill these in. I don't like it. If you see, I don't know if you can see. This is the factory tape they put on. So I got to retack this because it's not even tacked to the wall. Good thing our towels cover it. Anyway, it's just now warm enough out to work outside and do some stuff on it. Close it. But it's going to be our permanent home for 1 month. 5 weeks, actually. So, we will see. A lot of this stuff was in here when we got it. Little sign. All right. So Ruger doesn't jump out the screen door. But, not bad. Same bedding we had in the pop-up. It's all of 5 days slept in. Not just in this camper, when it was in the pop-up too. All right, till the next one. See ya.